So 9:33 now here in New York. New York City's mayor, Eric Adams, says that he wants migrants charged with crimes to be deported from his city. That's a major shift from his previous stance of waiting for convictions. This is what he said to reporters just yesterday here in Gotham City.
You think the city should cooperate with ICE under certain circumstances?
This is not a new position, because in the state of era of cancel culture, no one's afraid to be honest about the truth. Well, cancel me. And if you come into this country, in this city, and think you're going to harm innocent New Yorkers and innocent migrants and asylum seekers, this is not the mayor you want to be in the city under.
New York Post cover, here we go. Cancel me, I don't care. Whew. Been a long time since we've heard that. We understand that later this week, in all likelihood, Tom Homan will be here in New York, and the two men will talk.
Hello, everyone. So now Mayor Eric Adams wants to meet with the incoming voter czar Tom Homan. Yeah, sure, that's a good thing. But we are not going to forget how he assisted in the destruction of New York City. He promoted and allowed the freeloaders to scam the American taxpayers. Not to mention the many cases of criminal activity caused by some of these asylum seekers. So now he wants to save face. Well, then why doesn't he stop the freeloading from continuing? You guys remember Venezuelan migrant Sofia? She was featured on the previous episode, and she made some shocking claims. So if you haven't watched that yet, I suggest you go do it now. She went ahead and insulted the housekeeping staff from her taxpayer-funded hotel room. Then she told us many other things that left us in shock. But guess what, guys? She recently went on another live stream telling her followers that she is thinking of suing the medical facility where her daughter is being cared for because of negligence. She is not happy with the treatment her daughter is receiving. Don't forget that she's currently not working, which gives her enough time to visit her daughter, do live streams, and go clubbing. But back to Mayor Adams. Now he wants to gaslight us and tell us that he cares for New Yorkers in front of the cameras, but behind the scenes, we're getting a different view.
This is NYCHA's apartment.
That's a New York City Housing Authority or NYCHA employee evicting Mocha, a single mother, Monday morning from the two-bedroom apartment at the Ingersoll Public Housing Development in downtown Brooklyn.
Get close the door on my personal belongings.
Mocha admits she'd been squatting in the vacant unit with her young daughter for the last 4 months. She says before squatting, they lived in a city homeless shelter.
You decided to move in here?
Yeah, absolutely, because at the end of the day, I still have my daughter.
But when she arrived back at the apartment Monday, the police were waiting.
There is no lease for you under your name. This is NYCHA. NYCHA, you don't just stroll into an apartment.
This is by no means a new problem for NYCHA, and Mocha's situation certainly not an isolated incident. In fact, tenants here at the Ingersoll houses tell us that there are vacant units scattered throughout this development, units which they say have been empty for years.
That apartment actually has been vacant for 5 years.
Mocha argues New York City has a housing shortage, her family is homeless, and NYCHA should be using its vast inventory of vacant apartments to house the homeless. NYCHA officials tell Pix 11 News the agency has already completed more than 3,700 move-ins this year, compared with just under 2,650 last year. Still, the city's biggest landlord is currently carrying more than 5,600 vacancies across its portfolio. Mocha says she and her daughter are now back in a homeless shelter while she pleads with NYCHA to let her retrieve their clothing and other belongings from the now locked apartment. She insists she has no regrets.
I truly feel like NYCHA should open up these apartments for people like me, people who are just literally in need of housing.
In Brooklyn, Jay Dow, Pix 11 News.
It's an utter disgrace that the city of New York helped people from other countries with hotel accommodations, free meals, health care, and you still have homeless New Yorkers? That's just evil. There's no other word for it. There's no argument, no debate, no anything that would convince me otherwise. This is truly evil. Therefore, Mayor Adams, please step forward. You are without a doubt the donkey of the week. He's telling us now, oh, we want the criminals out. No, we want the criminals out. We want the TPS individuals out because, by the way, you know who has TPS? This one over here. Yep. She's under TPS and she got deported the first time. Okay, she told us she got deported the first time. Now, when you get deported, this is what should happen. If you are deported for crossing the border illegally, you typically face a 10-year ban on re-entering the United States, meaning you cannot legally return for a period of 10 years after your deportation. This is considered a period of inadmissibility and applies to most cases of illegal entry and removal. Yet she was able to come into the country just a couple of months later through TPS. Then there's the asylum seekers. You know who's an asylum seeker? This one, her husband, Johnny Tovar, the one that told immigration officials to blow him. I wonder, who is he running from? You guys know that most of these are fake asylum seekers. That's why a lot of those cases get rejected in the end. But we have no time to waste anymore. We are being destroyed. The country is going broke. So that means that the criminals are getting out, the TPS are getting out, the fake asylum seekers are also getting out. They have to be. Anybody that came under the Joe Biden and Kamala Harris administration has to be removed. That's the sad reality because the whole thing is a complete mess. Speaking of the devil's daughter, some of you guys were asking, she is in the state of Florida with this one, another Venezuelan migrant. And oh no, come on. Of course, she would help the devil's daughter. Everything makes sense now. Someone help us. Guys, please help us. This cannot be real. Anyhow, there she is, doing something finally. And there's her husband, Johnny Tovar, washing dishes like a dog. That's what he said.
¿Qué está haciendo Johnny?
Fregando como un perro.
Véalo pues. Cómo lo tiene.
I'm washing dishes like a dog. Look at that, guys. Finally doing something for their lives. These two freeloaders are no longer getting fancy and free hotel accommodations in New York City. And it's all because of you, the American people. Look at him, finally doing something, even though it's the bare minimum, but at least is something. Now the devil's daughter went on a live stream and said that immigration is not after her. And Evelyn, we never said that immigration was after you. We just said they are investigating you. They're looking into your case and your husband's case. Nobody's chasing after you, so you should have stayed in New York City. But now that you're in Florida, well, good luck to you. And I do have more information on them, but I don't want to ruin my sources. Speaking of which, if anyone wants to give me any tips whatsoever, feel free to do so via email. I promise you that your anonymity will remain intact. That being said, I have two announcements to make. The first one is my channel is being attacked. See, right after I said that I will be using all of the revenue that is coming into this channel to expose how the taxpayers are being scammed, YouTube went ahead and slashed the percentage of my revenue by nearly 50%. They claimed that the amount that advertisers pay can change throughout the year, which is true. However, this massive drop occurred within just a couple of weeks. They want to discourage me from continuing with this content, but that will not happen. That's why I urge you guys to please follow me on X and Rumble at VegaAxis. All of these videos will be posted there as well. And for those of you that are trying to take my channel down, you know who you are. You guys have to work harder because everything is on the record now and it will be posted everywhere. So make sure to go to the other platforms as well. Work harder, guys. At the same time, I have to address those of you that go the extra mile, the ones that send cash apps, super thanks, and are members of my channel. I want to thank you again for your continuous support, and I will not stop doing this content. If anything, I will post more videos than ever before. And for those of you that don't know, you are welcome to become a member of my channel. You can do that by clicking join on any of my videos or on the channel itself. I have 3 levels with many cool perks. For example, the classified has priority reply to comments. Then there's classified, which has early access to new videos, and it would look something like this. And then there's top secret, where you would get exclusive members only videos. Now, guys, I understand the economy is a complete disaster, and inflation has economically crippled many American families. So if you are in need, please do not send money this way. I want you to take care of yourself and your family first. On the other hand, there are many ways in which you can help this channel fight against this attack, such as sharing this video with everyone you know. But my brother, my sister, my cousin, my spouse, my friend, they're all subscribed to you already. It doesn't matter, guys. Share this video with them anyway. Leave a comment down below, but they're censoring my comment. Well, then send a different comment. A general greeting will go a long way. It can help the algorithm suggest this video to many more people. And for those of you that haven't subscribed already, but are enjoying this content, please subscribe. And of course, smash the like button with force because we are going nowhere. And that brings me to my second announcement, which includes Venezuelan migrant Sofia and her friend Yoselyn. You see, I'm concerned, guys, because Sofia seems a little bit too stressed lately, so much so that she is taking pictures and recording everything in the medical facility where her daughter is staying at and is being cared for because she's looking to sue for malpractice. Maybe that's why she insulted the housekeeping staff from her taxpayer-funded hotel room. I don't know. I'm just trying to make sense out of all of this because now she's being condescending and rude towards the staff at this medical facility. Like here, for example, where a staff member asked her nicely if she needed anything, and she, with an attitude, told her that she didn't understand anything she was saying and basically buzzed her off.
Ella no me la llevo.
Do you need anything?
No, yo no te entiendo nada.
Okay.
Suerte que te digo.
You know how that slang felt like? Like, good luck to you. You know what this is, right? That's what it felt like, okay? That's how it came across to me. I don't know about you guys, but good luck to you. That's how it sounded. But Yoselyn doesn't stay behind. She laughed at it when Sofia told her that she does this whenever they speak to her in English.
Yo le digo, ay no, yo no te entiendo. Dígame cuando ando tina, uy no, ahorita le dije a una que vino y que, ay no, yo no te entiendo nada. Estaba hablando, no te entiendo nada, no te entiendo nada, y se fue.
It's a shame because these two individuals seem to have forgotten how they got to America. I mean, they came through various countries and eventually ended up in Mexico. And from there, they finally came to the United States where they received tremendous assistance. So, Sofia, how do you go from being depressed, desperate, and regretting coming through the Darien Gap like you told us to something like this? So, Sofia and Yoselyn, I want you guys to answer these questions. Who paid for your hotel accommodations? Who paid for the meals that you were provided in those hotels? And who paid for the healthcare treatments that some of your children received? While you're thinking of an answer, I would like to inform you that even though you may have come through a proper port of entry, you did travel through many countries. And yes, crossing through multiple countries without seeking asylum in any of them can significantly damage your asylum case, as it raises questions about the genuineness of your fear and can lead to the assumption that you could have sought protection in a safe country along the way. This is often referred to as the transit country rule, where you are expected to seek asylum in the first safe country you reach. Here are some key points to consider. Safe third country rule concept. If you travel through a country considered safe by the receiving nation and you did not apply for asylum there, it can weaken your case. Explanation is crucial. If you do cross multiple countries, you must be able to provide a compelling explanation for why you did not seek asylum in those countries, including evidence of why they were not safe for you. Recent policy changes. Some countries have implemented stricter rules regarding asylum seekers who transit through multiple countries, potentially barring them from applying for asylum altogether. And that last one could very well be the United States very soon. But here's the kicker. Sofia, not only did you publicly post videos from your stay in Mexico, where it seemed you were having a good time, but you also showed us you worked there. Additionally, your friend has also many clips traveling through other countries. And so I would like to announce that USCIS is currently investigating Sofia and her friend Yoselyn. They have access to all of these videos and other information they have provided to the public. If you would like to read the full statement, please follow me on X at VegaAxis. And to be quite honest with you, Sofia, I really don't understand what you are saying. So good luck to you. Let's get started. All right, then. So let's get to the translation. So here is Sofia, who is visiting her daughter at the medical facility. And Sofia is complaining because it seems that her daughter has a small cut on the back of her neck. Remember, her daughter has a trach, and it is accompanied by what they are calling a tide. Needless to say, Sofia is very upset that her daughter has that injury and no one has noticed, apparently. And so here you have a medical staff person who is a male, and he's the one that is part of the team taking care of Sofia's daughter. And then there's another staff, a female staff member, who is translating this back and forth. So just take a listen.
Y más apretado. ¿Cuándo fue la última vez que le cambiaron la correita? Él dice que esta mañana. ¿Y no se dieron cuenta de lo que tenía atrás?
She said that when was the last time that it was changed, and if they didn't notice what she had in the back.
That I can't speak for the other therapist, but I'll tell you honest, when we change the tie,
él dice que no puede hablar por la otra terapia, pero él puede decirle que le va a explicar.
I'll tell you, we're one person, right? So we're changing the tie, we're putting the new tie over her. We're not lifting her head because who's gonna hold
Él dice que como es una persona que lo está haciendo, que ellos a lo mejor probablemente ya no se da cuenta porque la manera que ellos lo hacen es que él no la levanta porque es nada más una persona, que él nada más le puso la.
So what we do is we take the new tie.
Así mismo.
Take the new tie and we just go over it.
Y hacen así.
Nothing hits her, we just go right over it. And then we put these in her, and we put it in the two sides, right? That's all we do. That's all we do.
La pasan por así,
nothing,
que
nothing
ellos no le levantan. Y no se enfocan, que no le, lo más probable eso fue lo que pasó, que no se dé cuenta, porque al cambiársele ya nada más hizo así.
And you can feel this, it doesn't cause any harm.
Ella dice que lo siente.
Pero es que igualito cuando le pasan una correita, esto se va hacia atrás y esto es lo que a ella le quema y esto es lo que a ella le roza. Entonces la otra vez ya había pasado, que ya estaba empezando a tener eso ahí rojo y le pusieron creo que como 2 días, 3 días una gasita ahí y ya, se olvidaron de eso, entonces el problema siguió y ahí se le abrió eso.
She's saying that that's what happened last time, and it kept on irritating and wasn't mindful that it was irritating and making it worse as opposed to,
So
because no matter what, that's
So is she saying she's allergic to this material?
puede que sea que ella sea alérgica a eso.
Oh, you're saying she's allergic to this
Es que eso
material?
viene ahorita desde cuando está aquí, porque cuando ya estaba en el otro hospital
She
ella
said
no.
that's only stemming from when
Y eso no es alergia, eso no es alergia, eso es que eso le está quemando y no se dan
She's
cuenta, no
saying
están
that
pendientes.
it's not allergies, it's that's irritating, that's burning her.
O sea, si yo no la reviso ahorita, si yo no la
Because it's
muevo,
not changed,
eso hubiese
so-
seguido ahí y hubiese sido peor. Porque tengo que estar pendiente yo de lo mínimo para que puedan hacer algo.
She keeps on repeating and saying that if she's not alert and paying attention to her daughter, that it's gonna continue and nobody's paying attention.
We change this every week. Every Tuesday we change it. We change it
Ellos
at
lo
least once a
cambian
week.
cada una vez a la semana.
We
todos
always
los
change it
martes
at
se
least once a
cambian.
week. Every
¿Cuándo fue
Tuesday.
la última vez que se le cambió ya la tráquea?
And the trach,
I think once a month, right?
The trach? I think it's every 3 weeks.
3 weeks?
I believe. It's every 3 weeks. The inside.
La tráquea cada
the
3
trach we
semanas.
change it.
Sí, pero ¿cuándo fue la última vez que se le cambió?
When was the last?
That I can
Ella le
find out.
puede
She
averiguar.
can find out for you.
Yo creo que ya pasó el mes
She can find out for you.
que se le cambió.
But there,
Déjame darle al doctor que venga y te busque un intérprete, ¿ok? Okay, I told her that it's best if an interpreter and the medical doctor's here because I don't want, like,
I'll tell
she
you,
has any other questions.
there's no reason why this would cause harm. If we don't do anything else, right? We don't have a knife, we don't have a scissors, we don't do anything with it. How can it cause that? So, if that's caused by something else, then
In summary, the medical staff is saying that the tie is changed every week and the trach every 3 weeks. But Sofia is not buying it and told them that this only happened at this medical facility and not any other in the past. And so the medical staff is saying that there was no way for the daughter to receive this cut because when they place the tie, there's nothing sharp that would cause such an injury. Now, the small cut may be a little bit too much for YouTube, but you're welcome to check out the uncensored version of this video on my X and Rumble account at VegaAxis. So Sofia says, how can this go unnoticed if this seems to be here for a long time? Days at least, she says. I'm glad I'm recording everything. I record everything. I take pictures of everything. They put a gauze on that and a cream. They're not paying attention to her. They don't pay attention to the kids here. We've experienced many things here already. And I can't remove it because that's what holding the trach. So here the medical staff comes back and is telling her that we cannot place this tie too loose because then the trach will fall. So then Sofia says, it's not because it is too tight. It's because this, and she touches something, burns her. And that's what it's cutting her, she says. So she's trying to tell him that she's informed them of this before, but no one is paying attention. That's what Sofia seems to be saying here.
Was that piece that she just pointed out was causing that friction and irritation in the back, and that's what
no, that
she
piece
said
can't touch their skin.
That's
So
all.
definitely.
Who she told it to?
¿A quién usted se lo dijo?
La vez pasada cuando pasó el problema de que ella ya le estaba rozando, no sé quién eran las que estaban aquí y les dije, o sea, que vinieron, le colocaron una gasita ahí porque ya eso se le estaba empezando a abrir y le dije que estuvieran pendientes porque eso es lo que a ella le está quemando.
¿Qué día fue ese?
Eso ya pasó ya hace semanas, no sé porque no me acuerdo tampoco.
She said she can't remember who it was and when it was, but it was weeks ago.
There you go. That was the second interaction where Sofia was telling them that she's seen that small cut before. She told them about it. And then when they asked her, who did you tell? Can you give us details? She said she didn't remember. And then here Sofia says, I've argued here before because they leave the windows open for her or the window open for her. And then the other time her head was really warm. And they said, the medical staff said it's because she has fever. And I said, it's not fever. It's because you guys left the window open and the sun was hitting her for way too long. She's interacting with the comment section and she says, yes, this is why I've been doing all of her paperwork and applications, because I want to move her out of this facility. This is not a good place. I feel bad for the other kids that are staying here because there's another child here that has holes in her back because they leave her on the bed the whole day. They clean her, they change her, and then good luck to her. I applied to other hospitals, and we are waiting for a bed. I took everything already. I brought her papers, her insurance. We're ready. We're just waiting for the bed to become available. As soon as it becomes available, I will take her there. And I told them what I was going through here, what my daughter was going through with this facility, and they said they were going to help us and they would be giving us the first bed available. She replies to the comment section and she says, no, I don't bring my daughter with me at all. When I go out to party, when I go out to nightclubs, my daughter is here in the hospital. And then here's where the medical staff comes to ask her if she needs anything. No, I don't understand you at all. So good luck to you. Then she says, I don't have my daughter with me. When I go out, she stays here. That's why I go out, she says. When I have her, then it would be different. That is why I'm taking advantage of this right now. Because once she's with me, then I will be a lady, meaning like a house lady. I'll have to be still. I won't be able to go out anymore. Yep, once I have my daughter with me, then everything will be over for me. I will have to stay home. Guys, she did say that. I'll play the clip in Spanish.
Yo no tengo a la niña. Cuando yo salgo, o sea, yo ahorita me voy y ella queda aquí. O sea, por eso es que yo salgo, porque como yo a ella ahorita no la tengo, ya cuando ya yo la tenga ya es distinto. Por eso que yo estoy aprovechando ahorita, porque a lo que ya yo la tenga, mi amor, voy a ser una señora. Tengo que quedarme quieta. Ya lo que ya yo tenga mi hija, ya se me acabó todo. Me quedo en mi casa.
She says, I can't stay here overnight. This is only for children. I can't stay here. I'm not allowed to. If it was a regular hospital, I could, but here I can't. Until 10 p.m. only. Then she says, yes, she was my motivation, my main reason to come here to America. Because in Venezuela, they would have done nothing for her. Even the neurologist told me that. About 3 years ago, she lost all of her functions. And here they detected she had a syndrome that was based on genetics. And it developed in 3 years, and that's why she lost all of her body functions. She couldn't walk or talk. And when we got here to New York City, then she got pneumonia. So yeah, she had pneumonia and then she recovered and then she had it again. And that's when they put the trach on her. From there, everything has been coming. Then she states the following. I've been paying attention. Imagine last time her trach, the tube was like yellowish. And I took picture of the date. And she's had that yellowish tube for like 15 days. And I fought and argued about it, and that's when they changed it. Then when it comes to her friend Yoselyn, she says her daughter, Yoselyn's daughter, has apparently a gastric tube and it came off. So she had to take her to the hospital to get it fixed. Then Sofia says, sometimes when I'm eating here, I'll give her food in secret. and she smiles because she knows she's not supposed to eat it. But we do it in secret, and she smiles. Before, my daughter would eat before, but now she's not allowed to. Here, they told her that she couldn't do it. Well, what do you know? So she's giving her daughter food in secret when she's not supposed to do that. Now, based on the research I did, it seems that most people can eat normally or adapt when having a trachon. However, it may cause health effects if food or liquids get into the airway. And believe it or not, it may even significantly increase the risk of developing pneumonia. So I believe that Sofia should educate herself just a little bit more before not listening to the advice of the medical professionals, because it could put her daughter's health at risk. And then here, it seems that Yoselyn joined the live stream from another clinic or hospital, and they're joking around, and Sofia tells her, you should learn English, joking around instead of paying attention to other people's men. And then Yoselyn says the same thing. She says, I say the same thing to you. And then Sofia says, oh no, I just tell them I don't understand them. And they laugh. Especially when I'm in a bad mood, she says. Right now, one of them came to me and I told them, no, I don't understand anything you're saying. I told her, I don't understand anything. And she left. And then here Yoselyn says, I'm in the hospital because the gastric tube came off, and the surgeons are the one that are the only ones that can fix it. And that's all she wrote, guys. So what do you make out of this? Truly unreal. What really got to me was how rude and condescending she was towards the medical staff, not even giving them the benefit of the doubt. But even later on, when the other medical staff came by to ask her if she needed anything else, I would at least try to translate it with my phone instead of live streaming like an idiot, because maybe it could be something health related for my daughter. But no, instead, she wanted to look cool and basically told her to buzz off. Wow. But you heard it. She said that the main reason she came here was because of her daughter's medical needs. So I'm not sure how this will hold up during her asylum case hearings. Smash the like button, subscribe, share this video with everyone you know, and let me know what you think in the comment section below. I'll see you guys next time.